Don't be tricked out of your spot. Don't be tricked out of your spot. I was having a conversation early this morning. Just want to ask you guys before we get into this video: is it hard to find good men, good women? Is it just a hard thing to do, or do you think it's
No,
more so? Go ahead, Cookie. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's hard to find them. I think people can be good without fitting you. If that makes sense. You can be a good person, just not for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to stay positive this week. I've been choosing violence a lot this week. If you haven't been on my page.
Nah, I
Okay, you've been
agree.
choosing violence.
Nah, I agree. I agree with her. There are good people. They just not maybe good for each other. That's definitely accurate. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say that. Or you women have probably felt that. Like, this is a good dude. He don't have that bite that I need. He don't have that whatever. And I mean, with males, I think it's where you live. Do you live on the internet or do you live in real life? Because there's a lot of people living regular lives that aspire to live regular lives. Upper middle class, not on the internet, not broadcasting what they have or what they saved, and they're good with that. They don't need to be on a yacht in the south of France. They don't need to be. They knit. They go to Target. Every once in a while, they may take a trip to somewhere tropical, enjoy it, get a tan, come back, live life. You know what I mean? So there are people that enjoy that. They don't have to be everywhere with everyone. And that's out here. It's just, are you ready for that as a
That is
man?
what I was gonna get to. A lot of people not ready. And unfortunately, some people running out of time and don't realize it, but still, you can't force nobody to be ready, Jay.
And that's the scary thing, is
And I
that
think,
you can
oh,
spend so
sorry.
much time by yourself that you get so set in your ways that more and more annoys you. And that's dangerous. Like when you start getting annoyed by breathing, a nigga just trying to live. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
you annoyed by it. Like, that's a problem. Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Hank? You think it's good to find good people out here?
I'm just glad that I wasn't the first one to make it to a relationship show, Cookie. So I didn't have to take the heat on this one. Thank you guys for doing it first and taking that heat. Um, as far as that, I, you know, according to you two, it is. According to some of the things you hear out in the streets, it could be. I don't. Maybe for some people it is. Maybe for some people it's really difficult, and I can understand. I listen to some people's stories and situations and their past history. I can understand why it may be hard because they're scared to put their heart back out there and trusting it. I mean, you know how we hear people talking about um, being stepfathers or stepmothers or getting remarried after going through a marriage or maybe going through a bad relationship and not wanting to even get a relationship with a man or woman again. We've seen situations like that where women turn to other women and men turn to other men because they was hurt by the opposite sex. I think that's crazy. That makes some sense to me, but I can't say it's not happening.
I mean, it went left, but
That escalated so
um,
quick.
Look here, we've seen this.
okay,
We
no,
have
it
seen
doesn't
this.
happen. We can't say it doesn't happen. I think for me, I think everybody holds like good and bad qualities, and a lot of times, it's true what Hank said. Like we're so closed off, and we create these boundaries, like because we're scared that if we put good out there, it's gonna get like shut down or it's gonna get taken, for granted. So a lot of people are not sharing these good sides. Um, so everybody thinks, oh, everybody is kind of toxic, but nobody's kind of going into the core of people, and we're not taking the time to get to know people. Yeah, it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
I
They
think
be
just because somebody is a good person, in particular, a good person, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have relational skills and that you can relate to somebody and be in a relationship, cohabitate with somebody, exist with someone. It doesn't mean you have any of those skills. Like you could just be a good person on your own. Okay? That doesn't mean you're good with people. And sometimes people don't know those are two completely different things. So I just wanted to add that. That's it. Can you hear me pretty good? Also, my
Yeah,
mic
very
is
loud and clear, baby.
oh,
Those
my mic
you
is
paid good
Okay.
mic. You paid good
Alright.
money for those glasses, okay?
Alice,
Okay,
we
that's
don't care.
it.
We don't care about you flexing right now. We don't care about that.
I just want to make sure you can hear me because I got something to say. That's all.
I know.
But
I know that's right. No, but we also seen where some people like toxic situations. I don't know if y'all had the opportunity to watch the Thursday show, but there was a couple ladies said they love a little bit of toxic. Now that shit's crazy to me. I can't agree. I don't know why anybody would want that, but there's individuals out there. I got some in my family. I say, dude, what are you doing? Why you? They give the best sex. I be goddamn.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
you have
actually just dropped a clip.
same.
I think it's the adrenaline rush. Like a lot of people are seeking that adrenaline rush in other people and getting them hype, and it's like a meaning of life, giving me a purpose, right? A lot of people don't have a purpose, so it's like my purpose is to kind of like be here with you and be in your misery. Misery loves company, so both people are miserable at this point. No healthy people are okay with staying with toxic people and seeking that toxicity. Like I rather just be by myself for the rest of my life before I commit to something like that.
If they don't take their ass to the theme parks, Universal Studios with that, that's weird to me, man.
you was gonna go, JR.
No, I was just gonna say I had just dropped that clip today, but it was Andrea. She did say that she likes toxic because it's boring. But I think if you find a way to channel, you don't have to be toxic in order to not be boring. So I think just see if you find somebody that's able to have a little spice to them, have a little edge to them. I think you may be able to achieve not toxicity, but a little bit of I don't know what it is, a little bit of umph. You got to have
Razzle
balance. You got to
dazzle.
understand. Yeah. Because some people may be, you got to be able to read your people, man. Whenever you're around a particular person, you got to understand what it is that they enjoy, what it is that they like. So sometimes you might just try to tell her no sometimes and see what she say. You know, she
You
might
know
she might
what?
actually enjoy that because if you're saying yes all the time, she just might just feel like she can just do whatever it is that she want or say whatever it is she want. You're gonna go along with it.
I
And
think
JR, I want to add to that. Like it's true. You gotta read people. You gotta like really understand. Like some people can't recognize good people because they've been around bad people their whole life. Right? So like when you have a good person in front of you, a lot of people are scared and they run away from the good people. So I don't know, like you have to recognize it and you have to seek it. And we're so closed off and it's so crazy. Country is true because a word, like your word is so powerful. It's the power of the word. So you can't say there's not good people out there. If I believe that, they're not going to be any good people because that's all I'm looking for is bad people. So yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
toxic you grow out of, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like that joint didn't excite me. I don't ride motorcycles, so that was my version of riding a motorcycle, no helmet. I could imagine that's what it felt like, being in someone's house when their significant other could just pop up, you know what I mean? It's like it's crazy. It's like highs and lows. It's like you having a heart attack, but then you having the greatest feeling ever. I imagine that's what those toxic situations feel like for people. And when I was young, I liked toxic women. Like I like women that would just roll up on me at the Applebee's table while I'm with somebody else and be like, at that time, that was, you talking 20 something years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
I saw this meme the other day. Oh, sorry
nah,
that
you
you
good. You
add
good.
that. I saw this meme. It said, if you have good, the P word, right? If it's Sunday, that means you crazy. Like you gotta be crazy. Crazy girls have the best pom pom, And I don't
I
know.
don't
That's what
I
they're
don't think
saying.
I don't think that's necessarily true. Let me see. 'Cause I believe that once upon a time. I did believe that. I don't think that that is the case. I think that the circumstances that they put you in allow you to feel that excitement. And it's not just that, it's just the circumstances. Like, we could be caught, the cops could bust us, the significant other could pop up. Like, there's so many variables that are out of my control that it's exciting. So I don't necessarily, because I once carried that myth, oh, they got some good. No, it's that somebody could jump out the bushes and boom, we caught. You know what I mean? That's the exciting part about it. So it's the circumstances, not the actual mechanism.